That's Gerald what? Hey, Crow, how you doing? Hey, Denise. The snowstorm is nothing. He's not pimping out, Maddie. Don't be asking those stupid ass questions or I'm going to block you. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Hey, Giselle. Yeah, it's actually not bad, really. Hey, James. Hello, Jim. EP, don't be asking those stupid ass questions. You know, this is a chat where regulars come on. We have a good time chatting. And when an idiot like yourself comes on, it changes things. So hit the road, loser. Yeah, we don't have anything, man. Damn half inch. Okay, EP, that's your last comment, loser. Go get on your chat with PC. 3 people can chat all night long. Make up another fake name, you pump. Yeah, we don't have much snow. It's a bunch of bullshit. I hope we get some still. Yeah, a little bunch of bullshit. I was supposed to be buried by now. You know, it did get cold. It's like 25. That's not that bad. Yeah, I came home for any of that stuff hit Tiffany. I was home way before it. Hell, I could be driving home now. It's nothing. I mean, look at the snow on my van. It's nothing. Now, I did go to Tim Hortons didn't even open today. What a bunch of chicken shit. Hey, Bill, look, how you doing? Hey, Virginia Wolf sent me some powdered hot powder and hot sauce. Hey, no kidding. Wow. Yeah, they said they were really going to get drenched down there. I'm glad I got out of there. You know, right where I stay there, I stay in the same room all the time, Red Roof Inn. And that's actually the Middle Rouge River that goes behind there. It's only about 10 feet wide. But, you know, I've stayed there for 20 years. And, man, for the last couple of years, that water, I bet it's doing 8 miles an hour. I mean, really hauling ass. Sprinkles, that's it, huh? Yeah, like spicy powder, you know, to put on stuff. Look at Denise, half inch. Yeah, I bet another 6.5 added to that, you wouldn't be laughing. Hey, sexy, how you doing? Yeah, like he's into spices. It's good. I want to put it on some stuff. Yeah, I know it. Do it. Yeah, I love your honesty, Denise. It's good. Hey, one love, how you doing? Oh, is that right? Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, the mankind, you know, the Army, I'll give you an example. The Army Corps engineer have absolutely ruined the Kissimmee River in Florida, just destroyed it. And they're trying to put it back, which they're finding difficult. And I'm suspect on some of the stuff the Army Corps engineers has done in the Mississippi River. I mean, you think these clowns know what they're doing? And with the Rouge River, it's the same thing. I mean, I haven't seen any studies on that other than with regard to pollution. But you know those concrete banks they have, as you can see as you're driving down 94? They're thinking of taking those up and putting it back to natural. I don't know who the dumbasses are that get these jobs that come up with these ideas. Half inch, one love, probably. Okay, sexy. Yeah, snow's bullshit. If it was really coming down, I'd be gone out there driving in it right now. Hey Pam, how you doing? Oh, good. You like that going? Yeah, I like that. It's an interesting place. I say that's Michigan's answer to Tijuana. Hey Ruben, how you doing? Yeah, just not much snow at all. Bunch of bullshit. I think this morning, though, honestly, I think that was probably the most ice I've had frozen on a windshield my entire life. It was about, I'd say it was a quarter-inch thick. I got some of that spray you put on, so you don't need to scrape. Broke my scraper too. I squirted almost a whole bottle on there, anything but scraping it. Didn't do shit. The mirrors were all glazed over. Like I said, the Tim Hortons didn't open, which is bullshit. Everybody else was open. It is strange, isn't it, Cece? Cece, I know you've probably told me before my Alzheimer's is kicking up, but what part of New York do you live in? I've got all my new camera equipment pretty much for my new portrait photography. So I'm going to be doing some good portrait photography. Giselle, I'm sure Jim won't mind. Would you mind if I came down and practiced with you in a bathing suit for a couple hundred shots? Oh, it's killing the ozone? Well, if it's got anything to do with this abnormally warm winter, let me know. I'll go buy a case of it and spray it all up in the air tonight. Yeah, but what they don't tell you, Shelley, is all those people had 1 foot out of banana peel already. Hey, Frederick, how you doing? Hey, Joe, how you doing? I haven't got them, but they'll be here. They're paid for, and I thought I'd get them today. Yeah, it's a good question, Giselle. Because Jim and I are friends, nothing. Nothing for Jim. Yours is $100 a shot. Don't forget that everybody's got a price. Hey, Ronnie. Rio Grande Valley. I was in a tent there one night and camping, and a thunderstorm came through, and it scared me. And I got out, and I have one of those tents that have like the dual roof, and it's got that metal bar that runs across the top so the moisture doesn't soak you to death when you're sleeping. Man, I scratched my back from about the top of my shoulder down to the belt line. That scar didn't go away for 15 years. No Bibles passing out. No, definitely not. You can pass them out when you go down there, Sean. Yeah, we're supposed to get real windy here as well. Hey, Cinderella, how you doing? Hey, Tweety. Tacos and the beach. Yeah, there's a lot of good taco places. Detroit. My favorite place where it splits there at Dick's and West Burner Highway. I was telling Jim how good these tacos are, but I'm not going there anymore. You know, I know these places are dirty, but I pretend they're not. And when I saw the guy make my tacos and then make change without wearing gloves, that was the end of it. Hey, Zach, Upper East Side. Where's that at? I mean, I wouldn't know one end of New York from the other. Oh, serious wind and rain. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to try that place. Yeah, I know what goes on in these places, but no thanks. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Yeah, I got a few more video ones left. That's all my still photos. You know, I'm not that motivated to do my still photography because I'm getting this new kick-ass camera. So that's the last batch with that camera. I'm going to get the camera that I have converted to infrared because with digital cameras, you can't cancel out the white balance like you used to be able to. I don't know how familiar you are with infrared photography, but it's great, black and white with a red filter on against, like, let's say, junk cars in a field in the summer. Here's Damien. There's the head of his class. Damien, where did you graduate in your class? Oh, bad thunderstorms. Wow. Yeah, you're lucky in Boston. I was out in Boston now. You know, during the airline fare wars back in the early 80s, I went out to Boston got a cab to Faneuil Hall and would eat like 4 lobster sandwiches and come home the same day. So I didn't need to pay the $300 a night hotel room. Yeah, I'm looking. Well, I normally didn't. I did do serious photography at one time in my life, but I haven't in a long time. So looking forward to it. I'm feeling good. I took a little nap. I didn't take Daisy out today. I was kind of tired. Too cold. I should have taken her out. It depends. Well, it depends what year the vehicle is. Most of them are timing chains. The Toyotas, a lot of those have timing belts. It's a good idea to replace them, particularly on a vehicle with a double overhead cam. It'll bend every valve in the engine if it breaks. If it's a chain, don't change it. You don't need to, providing the vehicle is maintained. If it's a belt, definitely. Oh, thanks, Denise. I know 2 people in the old Toyota Supras. They had the double overhead cam and didn't change the belt, and it broke, and it bends every valve. It's a super expensive job. Yeah, Central Park. I mean, it's all right in the daytime, but you might as well drill a hole in the side of the Wayne County Jail and look through it. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing? It's got a chain. Yeah, definitely a chain. Yep. Yeah, Daisy likes eating snow, a lot of snow for some reason. Man, this snow's supposed to be coming down better. You can see it in the light a little bit behind the Walgreens, but it's like this real fine bullshit. I'm looking for some monster flakes. Sioux Locks are going to close in 4 days. On a chain or a belt, Zach? And how many miles do you have? Most of those Japanese cars have belts. Oh, come on, Tweety. So is that like a rent-controlled place, Cece? Oh, okay, Sean. Yeah, you definitely want to change it, Zach. I hate to, if you're going to keep the car, definitely. If it's in good shape and it's been maintained, look up and see when they recommend to change them. But for a year, I haven't looked in a long time, but it used to be 100,000 miles. But you think it's an expensive repair, wait till you let it break. Yeah, I don't think so, Rita. They say that, but I don't really think so. I mean, I'm well aware of what it takes to really make some change, and I don't really. I think these people were thinking of leaving. They're halfway leaving. I mean, I don't think I did. I'd tell you if I did. I don't think I have it. Somebody sent me some pictures today of that Kayla that I interviewed, young girl over Burner Highway. I think she's still a cute girl, but boy, was she a beautiful young girl. And that's so sad she's got caught up in that life. That's what we got. Actually, it rained, and then it didn't freeze till about 8:30 this morning. I was sleeping. I didn't get up till 10:30. I didn't go to bed till 3:30, but the guy at the post office told me when he got up to go to work at 8, it was not frozen. No, I looked for Russ down there. I didn't see him. I was down there for 5 days. Well, 4.5 really. 4 really. Yeah, I should do that. I like doing the still shots. Actually, I didn't. I had the wrong lens with me. Usually, I take my whole case full of lenses. I didn't this time, and I had a 50 millimeter on there instead of a 20. No, I had a 20 instead of a 50. That's why their head is so small. They should take up more of the frame. So I was screwed the second I realized it. But I mean, they'll think you're a weirdo if you say, "Hey, would you mind if I get 6 inches from your face while I take this portrait?" It wouldn't have been a problem if I had the right lens on there. So they're kind of half-assed. No, I looked all over for Coco. Went over to her house a few times. Had people on the lookout for her. Good night, Mark. Yeah, Raven. From what I understand, she's been like that a long time. Sweet girl. Yeah, that's exactly it, Cinderella. You're right. If you've watched her other videos, she was a topless dancer for quite a while. So, Cece, do you have like, a million great restaurants in walking distance? Yeah, yeah, pretty much, Tweety. Yeah. Yeah, I think she grew up didn't she grow up in Rochester? She might have been born in Bay City. Who cares? I think Madonna sucks. I don't think she's one bit cute either, even when she was young. Old pasty ass bitch acting sexy. God. Somebody gave me one of those books for her sex book. I think I'd tear it in half and throw it in the trash. Oh, great, Stephanie. Oh, isn't she though? It's funny. You look at these. You look at Daryl Hall from Hall and Oates as an example. He looks like somebody from Planet of the Apes. These guys are still trying to act 25 years old. It's weird. I thought she had good pop songs when she was young, but I mean, leave it at that. You never saw Cyndi Lauper running around with her ass hanging out of a string bikini. Thank God. I'll tell you, Kenny Loggins too. It's another guy that looks like he got in a fight with Kenny Rogers, plastic surgeon. They're from Detroit, Wally. What do you think? They fly in from London? No, I'm not saying anything about me. No way. Yeah, believe me, I'd meet all I can. I try to meet as many as I can. It was slim pickings there for the first couple days, getting a pissed off mood. Yeah, Kenny Rogers, man. I'd give you $1,000, Zach, if you could pick him out of a lineup of a bunch of cartoons. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany, I think you need glasses. I haven't been to New York in a long time. Oh, I love Vancouver. Everything's so damn expensive there, though. Thanks for importing all the crystal meth from China there. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. You wouldn't like it when I can't find something or my computer doesn't work right. You wouldn't believe the high notes I can hit when I'm going berserk. Yeah, I'd like to come to New York City. I really would. I'd like to come to New York City if I knew somebody there. I just can't imagine getting off an airplane and renting a car. I just want to kill myself after 1 minute of driving. Cece, are there places around your neighborhood that are interesting, like the stuff I do? Yeah, that's right. Nah, their ego's too big, Cinderella. With a normal person, that would work, but their ego's too big. Oh, Benton Harbor, a million times. St. Joe, yeah, the haves and the have-nots. He had a successful chicken franchise here. Yeah, Kenny Rogers Chicken. It was good too. They have one down in West Palm Beach. Oh, nothing there, Cece, huh? So you'd have to drive, huh? Oh, thanks, Diane. That'd be cool. Subway's cool. I wish I'd have been into YouTube. I'd have been around when I was living in Chicago. Oh, okay. Cece, do you still work? Yeah, I mean, he's still, he seems like a decent guy, and I like those Daryl's house things. But my God, come on, Daryl. There's an argument that looking like that is better than looking 70 if you're a singer. And any singer, I was watching a video the other day of the Ayatollah Khomeini, Cat Stevens. There's another closet terrorist, if you ask me. They kicked him out of the country when he landed in a plane in Boston about 10 years ago, and I'm still suspicious about him. But anyway, he's wearing the dark sunglasses now. After you get about 55, if you want to tour and keep from looking like Rip Van Winkle, you have to wear sunglasses when you sing. Yeah, you're right, Tweety. And she's always talking about sex. Oh, God. Oh, that's cool, eh? I think Cat Stevens is really talented. But you read those comments he said, I wouldn't trust that son of a bitch. I guarantee they x-ray the hell out of his baggage. Oh, okay, Stacey, that's interesting. What type practice? Oh, that's cool. Cat Stevens, Tweety. He's a terrorist singer. Cats in the Cradle and songs like that. He's all over YouTube. You weren't born yet when his famous songs came out. Yeah, you're exactly right, Zach. Yep. Yeah, Tanya Tucker, you're not kidding. I remember when, who'd she have an affair with? Glenn Campbell or something? I remember when I was younger, I thought she was really cute for a while. Oh, emergency medicine, that's cool. Just shit luck, Stephanie. I mean, I was doing this stuff my whole life, really. And then I just, I got bored with photography. I've got a whole basement. I've got millions of photos I've taken. Any video I did was all connected to work. I didn't know anybody that did video like when I could have done it for home use. You had a camera, you didn't do anything. And then YouTube came along, and I thought, well, man, I was kind of sick of photography, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just, upload videos and like for myself, and be a good, wasn't costing anything, and I just was uploading them for myself. I never thought in a million years I'd get a dime one from YouTube. Believe me, if somebody had told me 10 years ago I'd have had enough to buy a tank of gas, I'd have been floored. Oh yeah, Dolly's in trouble. I give Dolly credit for one thing. She's smart enough to cover up those hands. She wears these like things that like dancers wear. I was disappointed in Dolly when I found out she had fake tits. I mean, not that that's that big of a deal, but she lied about that for years, which just reeks insecurity. And you wonder what else she's lied about. She's not the old innocent, big-titted young country singer I thought she was. I lost a lot of respect for her. Yeah, Roseanne can't. She didn't last long. That was a flash in the pan. They promoted the hell out of her too, and she had every contact in the world, but her career didn't do shit. She can't sell 20 tickets. Oh, that's cool, Cece. I did. A lot of people did for a long time because when Dolly Parton started getting famous, there wasn't a lot of fake tits around. If they were, it was just a super hack job. So I mean, she was ahead of her time. Surprised that silicone hasn't seeped out and given her brain cancer. Yeah, I'm going to check that Dort Mall out. I will. Yeah, she would have been a natural beauty, but evidently she was an A cup. She didn't think that was going to enhance her career. It just strikes me as weird, particularly in country music. If you were in pop or you tried to be a Hollywood actress, so everybody knows a big old set of knockers will open a lot of doors. But I always kind of thought country music, was a little different. I guess not. Hell, for all we know, Dolly Parton got every contract she ever had because of her big fake tits. Might have been a good business decision. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You just got to wonder what's going on between her ears to do something like that. No, cannabis, no. Nope. Yeah, she's right. It's true. True, Jim. Yeah, but Joan Rivers died from a botched dental procedure. Wasn't it a dental procedure or a throat procedure or something? Yeah, we don't have. I mean, this is nothing. This has been a big letdown. Look at the branches on the bush, hardly even wiggling. Yeah, they've come a long way with those fake tits. They pretty much fixed that leaking silicone. Oh, good, good, sexy. Hey, Anne Marie, how you doing? No, it wasn't a facelift. No, it was a dental. I thought it was a dental procedure for something wrong with her throat. Yeah, okay, throat. Yeah, yeah. I don't really go on the east side too much. Just for whatever reason, doesn't really interest me. I'll go over to the Caju Cafe, get some mussels. I haven't been there in about 30 years probably, which is fine with me. No, me either, Christy. Oh, tanning beds are really bad. Yeah, that's proven fact. Actually, it's worse than the sun. It's a shorter UV ray, the A ray. Cook your face like a piece of bacon. Yeah, esophagus. Yeah, dank. Feather bowling. Yep, that's right. Yep. Pretty cool. They still say muscle. That just sold about a year ago. Oh, wow, Tweety. Sorry about that. I've had skin cancer about 20 times. I've had that Mohs procedure. They call it a minimally invasive procedure. The University of Michigan's the biggest clinic in the States for it. And they claim it's minimally invasive. And they bill the holy hell out of your insurance company. Well, I don't have as good insurance as I had anymore. And believe me, minimally invasive. If you're a young, gorgeous person, or you're a model, or you don't want an inch and a half divot in the middle of your forehead, I can understand doing that. But I realized one day when I was down there, I mean, I'm not getting any better looking. I wasn't that good looking to begin with. As far as I'm concerned, if I've got skin cancer, they can take a fucking butter knife and dig it out. I don't need all that minimally invasive bullshit. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I think that cell phone's cancer. I've read the studies. It looks like bullshit. Yeah, I don't buy it. No, watch, I'll get brain. I said the magic words now. Probably have brain cancer next week. I mean, I'm not saying it. You know, it's like, why doesn't everybody get cancer? You know, it's an individual deal. Some people are going to react to carcinogens like asbestos and smoke, and some people are not. So to just make a blanket statement that cell phones cause brain cancer, maybe it's possible for some people. I don't know. They tried that bullshit when I was living down in Florida. There was, you know, I bred parrots down there, and I knew some parrot breeders that had these big, giant power lines in Palm Beach County and also down in Dade County in Miami. And they actually filed a lawsuit, but they really couldn't come up with any conclusive proof about, you know, these towers and cancer. Although if you look at cancer in Palm Beach County, particularly around where those towers are at, it's higher than it is other places. So maybe there is something to it. I mean, just because you can't prove it doesn't mean it's not causing cancer, but I don't think it'd keep me from living there. Although, if you know, if there's 1 million houses for sale, why in God's name would you buy one near a big power line when there's a chance that it increased your susceptibility to it? That's it, Cece. Yeah, you got it. Aluminum foil? I hope not. I just used some. That's the front yard of a condo. Yeah, I mean, it's a guessing game. It's not definitive. It's just like a lot of foods and stuff. You know, look at colon cancer as an example. Some people that, you know, really didn't eat a lot of red meat get it. Some people that eat. 445 South Valley Street, the West Branch, 10 Delta 5. 445 South Valley. That's the old folks home. So, you just never know. I'm surprised I lived this long, to tell you the truth. Oh, you still have both your parents? Yeah, I haven't had my parents. My mom died at 82. I was 25. My dad died about 20 years ago. I don't miss my parents at all. Well, respiratory illness, is, you see, I took a video there, Zach, where I zoomed in on the University of Michigan roving pollution patrol van. I'm going to Freedom of Information Act request their data. The only thing that I can find with regard to pollution in Southwest Detroit is, with a difference compared to other places, is asthma. Other than asthma, it's about the same. Actually, the air quality in Delray is no different than Bozeman, Montana. I'm not shitting you. Look it up, the national database on where they sample air. It's surprising. Now, you want to get some shitty air, go to Phoenix, Arizona, or Denver, Colorado. Everybody thinks you're going to go out to Denver, Colorado, and drink out of the streams and stuff. It's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, it's an old scanner. I'm surprised it's even on. I don't know. I hadn't heard it from like months. Yeah, I didn't think I'd live this long, that's for sure. No, that's my sister. She just turned 80. I don't know. I wouldn't say I didn't get along with them. They were older. I was in an accident. And, they never had a good marriage. So it was never like, Ozzy and Harriet. I didn't give a shit. I didn't even go to my dad's funeral. Oh, well, Christy, where's that at? No, they don't. The U of M's idea of helping Detroit is sending a bunch of spoiled brats with their parents' American Express card to come and help clean up garbage in west side of Detroit one day out of the year. And it is, Zach, it's true. Even the doctors can't afford to live there any longer in the city limits. Their taxes are ridiculous. Yeah, she's 16 years older than I am. My birthday is the 4th, hers is the 5th. Oh, really, Giselle? Oh, no kidding. Memphis is great. I've been down there. Yeah, I spent a lot of time down around Tunica, Robinsonville. I've been to those rib fests there in Memphis. It's a good time. Memphis has got crazy high crime though. Oh, thank you, Heather. Oh, God. No kidding. Oh, okay, Christy. Huh. Yes, man. I had a grandfather that worked in an oil refinery, but they did a lot of work with asbestos with regard to containers they made. And he said that flew around in there like a snowstorm half of the year, 6 months out of the year, and he lived a day short of 100. Plus, he smoked Italian cigars and never got COPD. I'm from Flat Rock, Michigan. Yeah, but as you know, Zach, U of M, Flint, and Dearborn, those are affiliates. It's nothing like Ann Arbor. They have totally different GPAs and SAT scores they require. It's like the U of M satellite hospital, same bullshit. Oh, yeah, I've been to all 50 states. Yeah, a lot of times, yeah. I've been to all of them a lot. No, I don't worry about it, unless you have a pacemaker, Barbara. I don't think so. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it till you get some funny pain or something in your stomach. That's the first thing you think of. Hey, seriously, DD, honestly? Yeah, I've been to Graceland a few times, kind of interesting. I knew a lady that worked at the Gold Strike that Elvis Presley gave her a ride on his motorcycle when he lived in Memphis. Hey, seriously, Tunica's nothing now compared to like it was 20 years ago, really? What caused that? Yeah, it's not that big a deal. You know, with the computer now and books and access to the internet, you don't need to go to them anymore. No, that old jail site's being used. No, not all of them, Mark. I don't think so. It didn't help, but not really. So Tunica, that's surprising, man. That place was, when I was going down there, it was in its heyday, like 93, 94. I spent a whole month down there one time at Jack Binion's place, Horseshoe. Oh, hey, Tori, how you doing? It did, yeah, okay, but I know the old jail still because Becky was locked up there. And then they had the unfinished jail, and I'm not, Dan, what's his face from Quicken Loans? He was supposed to be going to do something with it. No, Sean, I don't. Hey, seriously, DD, interesting. You no kidding, huh? So, you know, that used to be a good place, man. You could just go to the in between the Gold Strike and the Horseshoe. So if you go over like where the Horseshoe and Gold Strike was the tallest building in Mississippi, if you go over there now, does it look like trashy? I'm gonna have to look that up. Huh? The Dan Gilbert, yeah. No kidding, huh? Totally, Zach. You know that karma, man. He's in a diaper now, eating baby food. He was smart. He ruined Cleveland first. Holy God, Doug! Wow. Yeah, Michigan's a nice state. It really is. Tunica used to be the place to go to win. It was. It was way better than Las Vegas. That's interesting that that place is like gotten crappy. Huh. I cut through there maybe 8 years ago and took a helicopter ride coming back with a boat on a trailer from Key West. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. Wow. Now it looks like it's still open. Yeah, you know it's shitty when you can stay there for $31. That is crazy. Oh, thanks, Northern Maine. Thanks. Oh, did it really? Wow. Yeah, they made that for private jets coming in there. Yeah, I'm an organ donor. No, no, Motel 6, not, no, you can't stay anywhere cheap anymore. Seattle's expensive, I think. Yeah, morel mushrooms, yeah, that's a big deal. You got to go with somebody that knows what they're doing, or you walk 100 miles and you won't see one. No, I'll interview anybody I can. Like, if you look at the latest uploads, it's different people, but a lot of them, yeah. Super Bowl, I haven't really looked into it too much, to tell you the truth. I've lost such interest in sports. I mean, if you gave me tickets, I'd give them away. How about all those little towns around there in near Tunica? Are they doing anything? I know two people that lost their ass in that hops business out around Traverse City, Zach. I mean, they lost like 400 grand each. Yeah, that's ridiculous, sweetie. You ought to move out of that place. That's nuts. That's like Chicago rent. Yeah, Terry's a nice kid. I thought so too. Yeah, it's hard to be a homeowner if you're young now. I don't know how young people with student loans ever own a home. Hey, just so we were just talking about Ann Arbor. Huh. Oh yeah, we had a good time, Tori. We really did. Yeah. Yeah, she's fun, Ebony. Yeah, I believe it. You gonna keep living there, Tweety? I would go to Cuba if the State Department okayed it, but I wouldn't go there if they didn't, because if you get an offender bender over there, and they'll never see the end of you. I would not do it otherwise. Oh, cool, Denise. You ever go back and visit? You're right, Zach. No kidding, Dee. I got to get down there and check that out. Unbelievable. Huh. Yeah, Wackadoo's cool. He's been missing actually for a couple months. Nobody can find him. Tweety, why do you live there? Do you just love Seattle? It really sucks paying rent, though. I mean, any place I ever owned, I always ended up really staying there for free when I sold it, which is a big difference. I like to go check Cuba out, the food and the music and I like those old cars driving around. I want to find out the truth over there instead of the bullshit I'm force fed through the media. Oh wow. Yeah, I looked all over for cocoa, couldn't find her. I've been everywhere in Indiana. I had a PI license there for 15 years. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to come down there. I'd like to. It's really got me thinking now about that Tunica, man. That place was really hopping when I was hanging around there. That was kind of a crappy area down there near Elvis Presley's place. That got sold. It's owned by some company now. I wonder how that place is doing. Yeah, I'm not gonna fool with the babes, man. I got enough problems. 3 grand a month, Cece? Are you kidding me? Do you like love living there or something? I mean, that's just nuts. Oh, Lebanon, Indiana. I've been through there a million times. Yeah. Are you committed to staying there forever, Cece? Yeah, I had a friend of mine's fiance lived in Colombia. I didn't like it there really. Oh, that's cool, Tweety. He worked at Ford Motor Company for like 38 years. He was a labor hourly. My mother worked at a drugstore. Yeah, it does, but I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me to pay that to just sleep in a bed. You know, if you were 20 years old and you could afford it and you were screwing 20 different drop dead gorgeous women, now that makes sense. But being later on in your years, hey, look at our house. Isn't this great? You know, people come over, spill wine on your white carpet. I just don't get why people would invest that in a house. I'd rather spend it on anything but just a stupid house. I'm so anti-house and vehicle, it's ridiculous. I'll probably go back into a psychiatric hospital when something happens to my Astro van. I see these people driving around, driving these plastic pieces of shit. $600 a month payment, 2,500 a year insurance. This is piece of shit. No way. I think I'd walk. Ted Nugent's a dick. I had some property located next to him up in Irons, Michigan. He's a total asshole. Idiot. How he manages to stay relevant, I can't figure out. You know, he makes such a fool out of himself. You look at his YouTube videos, nobody watches that moron. Look at the Ted Nugent channel. He's been a rock star for like 50 years, and I think he's got about 1,500 subscribers. Yeah, the Wall Street Journal had an article a while back about the middle class can't afford new cars anymore. And this leasing bullshit is just crazy to me. Yeah, it's hard to say. You know, I never give an opportunity to screw me. I don't know. It does depend, but even if you can afford it, it's ridiculous. Yeah, he's been all right to me so far, you know. Right around 265, I think, thousand miles. No, 365, 365. Yeah, you know, they really screwed up the asphalt here last year on all these. Supposedly they have to redo it all. I bet all these are really cheap. They seem so anal about every single nickel and dime. Jackson, man, I can remember that Jackson Airport exit. They used to have that restaurant that you could eat in there, fly people over there, and now that whole area is all built up. No, you're right, Zach. Oh, that's cool, Karen. No, I got a AAA plus 200-mile ride. I don't care if it breaks down. I don't worry about it. You're right, Elaine. That's it. You got it. Yeah, it's kind of true, Tweety. You're right. I'm at home. Hey, Barbie, how you doing? Yeah, you can't tell. He's asked me, about doing stuff on our channel, and I mean, it, that business model, I don't think is going to work. Oh, I believe it, Erica. Yeah. I don't know anything about that guy. I don't know. I don't even know who he is, Zach. I never heard of him. I never heard of that name. So you can tell it's getting windy out, a little windier. That wind's probably coming right out of the west because it's coming out of the southwest. You see where it's blowing near the light? If it's coming out of the southwest, you'll see this bush move more. But if it's coming out of the straight west, the front door section that's hidden blocks the wind. So, yeah, I don't know if it helped him. Well, I never listened to him, Zach. I mean, you got to get, excuse me, you got to get so lucky to get a channel going. Now you do. I mean, with this 1,000 subscriber thing, and I don't know, isn't it 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views or something? I don't know. Yeah, I'm at home. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this storm is coming like they said it was going to. No, we got the ice thing. I'm hoping for a lot of snow, but this is nothing. Oh, okay. No, they don't. They don't understand that. No. Yeah, but I think that's with everybody. When you first start out a channel, I mean, you're trying to talk every friend you have into joining. I never really did that because I never looked at it like this is my channel and I'm going to grow it. Not at all. I never went around like asking people to like or subscribe or any of that bullshit. I got really lucky. I mean, I wish the best for them. I hope they do get a channel. No, I believe that, Carrie. Yep. Not yet, though. Like not like we were supposed to. You're right, Tweety. I mean, anywhere you would too if you posted links to your video. You're automatically canned into a market rather than just hoping someone's going to find you randomly. That's why I tell people they're starting a channel. They can post links to their videos on mine. That's fine with me. Yeah, that's the proof, Joe. Zach, it shows you. I mean, my channel just grows and I don't do shit. I've probably gotten worse, not better. I mean, I do upload videos, but I was doing the same exact thing without any intentions of ever growing a channel or getting a bunch of subscribers. It just kind of happened. It's weird. I mean, what's succeeding really? I mean, do you not succeed on YouTube because you're not making money? I mean, I succeeded when I had 500 videos up there I could go watch later on somebody else's FTP server. So I had a low threshold on success. Yeah, it's just obsessive stuff. I'm like that with everything. I want to get them up there. You know what I always think, Tweety? I always think to myself that my photos and videos aren't doing any good in the cameras. And the longer they sit in the cameras, it just doesn't make sense, you know? You know, I never really like paid attention to the analytics on YouTube, really. I mean, you figure it out later just by virtue of what works. But one thing I did notice that was really significant in my schedule allowed for it, and that is the couple days before Christmas and all the way through a couple days after New Year's Eve. I mean, that's a pretty good time period. You're looking at like 12 days. If you were ever going to promote your channel, you were ever trying to get something going, you want to upload your stuff during that time period. And that was very noticeable, just all the people that were sitting around looking for something to watch. It's big time. There's no other time in the year that you would get that kind of time people could have to, search around YouTube. And I really noticed a huge spike during that time period, and it was just accidental on my part. Yeah, huge, Tweety. I mean, and it's funny because YouTube's always trying to give you suggestions on, things to do and when to do them and how to do them. They never said a peep about that. But I kind of thought that may happen, and it was like big time happen. If I just had to throw a number out there, I would say that I got 2 years of random people viewing crammed in 12 days. I'm counting views. It would have taken 2 years to get those, and I got 12 days just because of the time people had. Hey, Opie, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Cece. Giselle, are you going to start a channel? Hey, Z, are you going to start a channel? No, I always wait till I get home. Anywhere else well, I shouldn't say that. If I'm, of course, lives get uploaded right away, but I don't upload them in a hotel or my car. It takes forever. What are these numbers this Emily just posted? What is that supposed to be? I don't know what the hell that means, do you? Some goddamn cryptic bullshit. Yeah, we'll have a glass of wine. That'll be fine.
Hey, Satch, how you doing? Hey, what's that Emily posting those numbers? You know, I'm always suspicious of these foreign languages and these numbers. I don't know what the hell it means. Some pervert trying to communicate with another one. Getting paranoid. Not, nah, no. I'd say no, Sean. Hey, Spelling Bee, how you doing? Not that I know of. No, maybe Insane Clown Posse. They might do it. They seem like pretty good guys. Yeah, I hit it, Norton. Some kind of, I don't know what. She'll come back on because I just timed her out. I didn't delete her. I don't know what the hell she was talking about. Yeah, I wish it was thunder in here. Yeah, I hid it. I hid the numbers. I think Eminem sucks. West Branch, Michigan. Yeah, it was just numbers like a phone number. I timed her out. That's why you can't see it. I didn't delete her. I timed her out, so she'll probably come back on. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to go to one of their concerts. They were in a lawsuit with the FBI because they categorized them as a gang and not a band. I don't know if that's still going or not. No, I'm not down in Detroit land. Oh, do you like America? Oh, really, Zach? Yeah, yeah, Jerry. Wasn't Jerry a nice guy to talk to? I thought so too. Just a really good guy. Yeah, it was all numbers, Tweety. I don't know what the hell she was. You can unhide it and look at it, Tweety. No, yeah, yeah, Kid Rock. That's going to be a huge killer for him. That could end his career. I think he sucks too. Actually, the lady that works at Tim Hortons is good friends with him and his father. His name's Richie. His last name's Richie. The dad owned car dealerships up around Romeo. Oh, thank you, Goalie. It's a lot of luck, though, for sure. Yeah, I think this one's going to haunt him, though, Tweety. Oh, thanks, Ruby. Yeah, wasn't that neat? He seemed like a nice kid, didn't he, Zach? I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I mean, I think they're cool. I'd go to one of their concerts in the right circumstance. Oh, is he, Zach? Yeah, it figures those two get along. Doug, what are you talking about? No, I didn't see Kelly. I barely caught Gerald and Maddie. I was just going to get on the expressway. I bet it will. It's already canceled his lease and stuff down there in Detroit. Closed that place.
Yeah, it was a good spot. It really was. Said he drank a little wine once in a while. Well, I don't care what they do. Bunch of lunatic losers. No, but that's the way it is, Carrie. You make one comment like that at work or something, and your job's over. It's $100,000 fine in the NBA to call a guy a faggot now. Yeah, alcohol. That's what did it, Ronnie. You're right. Yeah, I think Kid Rock sucks. What's that, Giselle? Yeah, WRIF. I ran into Arthur Penholler one time. Hell of a nice guy. All radio sucks now. I even like WWJR when I was a kid. That sucks now too. Big clown fest. Yeah, $100. And that was a while ago. It's probably more than that now. Yeah, I know. It's true, Tweety. They say you ever get to know him, you'll figure out. You know, that happened to me with Jack Nicholson. I bought the movie The Shining, and on the DVD it had the director's cut, and he just seemed like such an uncouth pig when it was, not legitimate filming. Just a total asshole. Totally turned me off on him. No, I don't. I think you're right, Giselle. Yeah, I would. I would Cinderella. Yep. Alice Cooper too. You know, it sounds terrible to say, but I was looking up some Journey videos on YouTube. I wasn't a super fan of those, but man, they just. I mean, that's who would like play the part of a popular rock band during a certain time area. You look at Steve Perry. I mean, he sure seemed to play the role of a lead singer in a band. But man, when I look at Steve Perry now, and it's not his fault. Seems like a good guy. I had read articles though that they said he was one of the biggest assholes in the world you'd ever want to hang around. And he had fractured his hip, and he just kept bullshitting around the bands. They finally got a lawyer and got rid of him. Now they have that Asian guy, which is not the same. But when I look at Steve Perry and his new songs, he just reminds me of a used car salesman. No, no way. Give him credit for what? He can't play a tambourine. He can't play any instrument. His songwriting is like eighth grade level. I mean, this guy's 75 years old, still running around with dark eye makeup on. He's a kook. I will admit, he does a decent interview, but he's like Daryl Hall. He's still trying to act like he's 20 and be cool, and it just doesn't fly. He looks like he ought to be in the Munsters or something. Yeah, their first album was good, Cinderella. Yeah, that's about it, Tweety. Yeah. Yeah, Mark. I mean, you just happen to like the same things I do. I mean, it's only interesting content, if somebody likes it. You're always biased. No, Alice Cooper can't play a thing. I was never a Bob Seger fan either. But Steve Perry just seemed like what you'd expect out of a lead singer in a group in the '80s. Anybody happen to know how tall Steve Perry is? I got an idea. He's about 5'2". No, he broke his hip in a hiking accident, and They thought he was malingering and he kept making up excuses. That's what I read, but that could be wrong. Well, stay around a while, Grandmaster, and you'll figure it out. We're not going to explain the chat to you. Put you in a big diaper and a pacifier. No, I've got a lot of books, so I just ordered like 20 books. I read a lot of medical books for some reason. I just ordered like 20 books. It just sucks. Sucks, damn Yankees. I thought Tom Petty sucked too. Jerry Lee Lewis sucks. Oh, 5'7". Yeah, he looks like a little guy. Oh, that's cool, Ronnie. Yeah, I used to like Hart. They just seem, I mean, I hate to say it, but they just seem like a couple old ladies that escaped out of a convalescent center singing now. It's just not the same. Which one was the cute one with the dark hair, the lead singer? I get them mixed up. Was it Ann, the one that's about 500 pounds? Or is that the other one? Yeah, Tom Petty sucks. Jerry Lee Lewis, another pervert. That's good, Erica. Yeah, I hope we get snow. They keep saying we're getting this bullshit out there now. Anne is now she complains that she always had a weight problem. But I'll tell you, when she did that Barracuda when it came out, they were never that popular when they were around, like during their era. They were okay, but it wasn't that good. But when she sings that Barracuda song, if you ever watch it on YouTube, she was so unbelievably cute. And she said she had weight problems then. And when I went back after I listened to an interview and I looked at that, I did kind of notice that she wasn't wearing like, Pat Benatar jeans. So, but she did a hell of a job of covering it up, I'll tell you that. But I thought her haircut and her voice just seemed so cute. Yeah, Brian Wilson was good. That's because he hung around Charles Manson, fried his brain on drugs. There's something to that drug addiction and songwriting lyrics. I'm not kidding you. I mean, if you're straight, you never did a drug, you're coming up with songs like Do Re Mi. And when you're on heroin and some of that other shit, I mean, the lyrics these guys come up with is unbelievable. Oh, up and down. Yeah, Ann's got to weigh 500 pounds now. I mean, they must have to just take 4x4s instead of 2x4s and just reinforce the stage. She's huge. It sounds terrible. And, I try not to let it bug me, but it's just not the same. So that other Ann too, that country singer, Ann Wilson. I mean, if they put those two on the stage at the same time, it would collapse. And she used to be super cute as well. Oh, I love Lane Staley, greatest singer ever. Be that skinny? Yeah, a lot of it's genetics, Yeah, it sure seems like it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's certain, to me, this is just my own biased, ignorant, supercharged opinion. To me, there are certain people that can get away with singing at a later age than others.
Now, when I see Elton John, it doesn't really seem like that's much of a change. When I see Daryl Hall out there, it looks like he ought to be peeling a banana and doing a stand-up comedy as a Planet of the Apes. I mean, who are these people shitting? I don't know it too skinny. I mean, I'd say yeah. You know, she told me that she used to be thick. She even says it in that video. Actual Rose, man, does he look weird now? There's another guy that went to Kenny Rogers, plastic surgeon, should have stayed away. Not only that, but now he's gotten fat. They say he's a total douchebag. Oh, go ahead, sign it, Jamie. I don't need you as a subscriber anyway. Get lost, weirdo. Take another avatar too. My eyes are sore. Bye-bye, Jamie. Get lost. Have your friends unsubscribe too. That Chris Cornell, you know, I thought he was a good singer with Soundgarden, but I didn't really like some of the solo stuff. Yeah, that's because of auto-tune, Carrie. Ozzy can't sing at all anymore without help. You ever see that teleprompter to remember the lyrics? Fleetwood Mac was excellent. Mickey Dolenz? I thought he died. That's the guy from the Monkees, right? Maybe it was Peter Tork that died. Audio Slave. Yeah, you're right, Zach. Yeah, that's kind of a, I mean, I don't know much about it, but that Chris Cornell, I wonder what was going on with that. You think that was just a legitimate suicide? That's drugs, man. You do weird shit. Yeah, David, it's a private channel. Private channel, Davey. That's the way it goes. No, not Davy Jones. Peter Tork. I know he died. He died down in Florida. He was really into racehorses. Peter Tork. You got to Mickey Dolenz. You've got concert tickets to go see this guy. You're kidding, right? What'd you do? Get an extra large pizza or something, someplace? And I can't imagine that guy. Well, what's he gonna sing? Monkey songs? Metallica, yeah. There's some bands, they just can't pull it off without studio help. Led Zeppelin's another one. Linkin Park was good. Yeah, it's a drug, yeah. Mind altering, yeah. It's like alcohol. Hey, no kidding, Zach. Huh. Well, Detroit's got the honor of his last concert. Neil Diamond, yeah. Sweet Caroline. I always call him Neil Diamondstein. I thought Elvis was good. I had tickets to Elvis and gave them away. 1975. I think Prince was a really cool guy. I don't think I would be interested in going to his concerts, but I thought he was a nice guy and a super talented musician. They asked Eric Clapton one time how did it feel to be the greatest guitar player in the world. He said, "Ask Prince."
Yep, coffee's a drug, you're right. Oh, it's in support of transgenders. I don't give a shit about that transgender shit. I really don't. I mean, if they want to do that, go. I had a neighbor that did that in Chicago. You got to wonder what goes through somebody's mind, though, you know? Where Detroit is Olympia, the old Olympia, Joe. In Detroit, right around there, 75, 76. Yeah, sexy. Yep, you're probably right on that. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he had a good voice. Yeah, Paisley Park. It looked kind of interesting. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. I never really cared for him. I still don't think he wrote that "Blinded by the Light" song. It just doesn't seem like he got credit for it, but I don't buy it. I don't like Bob Seger. I would walk across the street to see him. He stops at the Big Boy up here and eats. Him and his wife. Oh God, chemtrails. You sound like one of those crazy. What's that fucking kook we banned on here? Barium exposure or radium exposure? Oh, that's so crazy. You don't believe that, do you, Carrie? The Johns, I liked them when I was young. Shit, I thought they were great, man. I always fantasized of having a girlfriend with a mother that looked better than the girl I was dating. The mom looks like a wax figure now, and the girl, she's about ready to bust a 450-pound string of fishing line. Yeah, dieting, it all depends on your motive. It's hard to exercise. It's hard to lose weight. I don't worry about it, Erica. Eva Cassie, I never heard of her. Alanis, I think very good, interesting. Amy Winehouse, yeah. I don't think I would have been able to handle a concert of her. I think that's more like screaming. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. I met Bob Seger as a kid, 16 years old. He was just starting to get famous. No, that's the mother and daughter. And the other one is a famous actress, the other daughter. Must have been different fathers. Yeah, stay away. I know. It's kind of disappointing. Robert Plant, I talked to Robert Plant eating lunch for 40 minutes. Oh, did Prince talk about that? Huh. What was he on Percocet? He seemed like a pretty level-headed guy. Who'd ever thought Prince was going to die of a drug overdose? Yeah, I wouldn't have liked it. Eat raw. Yeah, my diets haven't been too great in the last couple of weeks. Ashley Judd, yeah. I think she's pretty. Yeah, that famous sub shop that I go to down in Detroit, Captain Nemo's, actually in Romulus, that guy died from that bariatric surgery. It just started, coming out like 25 years ago or so. He died. Hey Jesse, how you doing? Yeah, frying's all right if you don't go crazy like peanut oil. Vegetable oil is the one that make you big fat ass. I mean, what's everybody getting all skinny for anyway? For what reason? Yeah, that chronic pain story sounds like bullshit though, Cinderella. I mean, they've got every hip procedure in the world down now, partial replacements, full replacements. So to have his financial wherewithal on schedule and to not and claim that your pain was from a hip, I'm not buying it. Yeah, that's it, Zach. Air fryer. Why are you scared of oil fryers? I use one. You still got to put oil in most of them. But if you're eating potatoes, it doesn't matter if they're air fried. You'll still get fat. Oh wow, Tammy. Yeah, I know exactly. Then they're shooting up with steroids and taking testosterone. Every one of these guys over 50 or 40 years old that's jacked up on YouTube, these real super muscular guys, they may not be doing Dianabol and stuff like that, but I guarantee you they're all taking testosterone. And if you take supplemental testosterone, your body will quit producing it naturally, so you'll have to take it to the day or die. There's pretty good links to that in prostate cancer. Hey, Smokey, thank you. No, I don't think that's Zach. I do know that a lot of bodybuilders worked as male prostitutes. Now, Ron Love from Detroit, who took, I think, 7th in Mr. Olympia, which is the creme de la creme bodybuilding, I was talking to him one time, and he told me that he knew for sure, and this was 30 years ago, that Arnold Schwarzenegger was doing male prostitution and that Joe Weider was the biggest gay guy that ever lived. And man, if you piece together the stuff and, Joe Weider's fake sham marriage and all the stuff Arnold owned as an upcoming bodybuilder that wasn't making money, it sure make you wonder. I don't give a shit, but I believe it. Yeah, that's right, Rita. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, Erica. Yeah. Yeah, because you don't get protein. You get it through tofu and stuff like that. You believe it, Brina? Yeah, isn't that something, Erica? Well, no, I know, but there is a difference, but I'm not talking about that. I don't believe if you look at bisexual, there was a guy, Joshua Fedor, he does memory books. He had a dating site. It was something kitty. But anyway, long story short, they do what Google does. They take all the data that you have through searches, they strip the identifying information, and then they sell it. They sell it. That's why if you're looking at 23-inch dildos tonight, when you get up in the morning, sure enough, 23-inch dildos are going to be on sale and you're going to get an ad for it. And he had a dating site with just like 8 million subscribers. And that 99% of the people that identified themselves as bisexual only searched one sex, which to me said bisexual is by and large bullshit. These people were searching for people they wanted to date. Well, if you're bisexual, why only looking at one sex? So my point is that this bisexual thing was trendy for a while. I don't care if people are or they're not, it doesn't matter. But you can't get much better data than that. And I call bullshit on bodybuilders being bisexual. Don't buy it. Here's people paying for subscriptions, looking for some action, claiming they're bisexual and they're only searching one sex. That's what I believe. I don't believe it. Yeah, right. You're right, Cece, about that. Yeah, I don't know if you look at if you buy into the argument that
If you look at the tooth structure, the teeth in human beings, and you look at the protein requirements, you don't need to be a Harvard grad to understand that it makes sense that human beings have evolved to eat meat. Just from the protein argument alone. Believe me, I have conscience attacks myself. I don't eat veal because of the way it is, and sometimes I don't feel too cool about eating other things. No, I don't believe that, Smokey. I believe there's some are, but most aren't. Probably, Brina. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Al. Oh, Columbia? All right, that's a good school. No, I don't buy that, Dad. Damn it. Nope. I don't think so. Yeah, let me give you. You guys want here? This will give you something to look up, Tweety. I had a buddy of mine that modeled for a while. I told you he won that Fear Factor anyway. He's still into powerlifting now, not bodybuilding. But there's a gay guy that makes all sorts of gay movies and sells them. His name's Zeb Atlas. Zeb Atlas. All sorts of gay magazines and movies and that kind of shit. And he looks like some, guy you'd see on the front of GQ, that kind of thing. And my buddy goes to a gym out there in Las Vegas where he lives. And he tells me that every time he sees Zeb Atlas, that he's always got the cutest 25-year-old girl you've ever seen in your life. And that's at the gym, that's eating dinner. They've run into him at movie theaters. And I don't doubt that at all. The point is that there's arguments that a lot of these gay bodybuilder guys or these gay bodybuilding porn are done by straight guys because it pays more. I believe that. The weather changed. What about the ice age, Doug? It changed then too, for the Dust Bowl. Yeah, Playboy used to do these sexual surveys back in the 80s, and they said that 80% of males had at least one homosexual experience before their 35th birthday. I don't believe that either, unless all my friends are lying. I don't know who comes up with this bullshit. Well, I don't know about that, sweetie. Yeah, I don't care one way or the other. Yeah, but this weather we're getting is nothing. I mean, we got a little more snow, but you can barely see it in the lights. Virginia Woolf sent me some nice hot sauce too. No, I don't care about it. Doesn't bother me. Transgender, gay. It's all right with me. I tell people all the time I like women. I'm old fashioned. Yeah, I've read that before, Zach, but you're probably right about that, Tweety. Tell them to hang around more Hispanic women. I place my bet that 95% of Hispanic women can crawl right out of bed and 10 minutes later enter in a beauty contest. They're fastidious about their appearance. Well, somebody said on here a couple weeks ago, I think it was Jim, Tweety, that now this is from a male perspective, pardon me, but that a good way to judge a woman's hygiene is to look how she keeps her car. I've heard that more than once. Yeah, but when you see it, like, there's certain women that like hang around gay guys. That's because it's safe. No guy is going to be jealous that his wife's going out and shopping with a couple gay guys. It's not reality. Of course, there's no threat, which is why they don't mind. Oh, okay, Elaine. Oh, you heard that, Tweety. Yeah, well, that's close. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Erica. Oh, good. Twin brothers are gay. Wow. Well, there's a good argument for genetic. No, yeah, that's because he's not the feminine type. All right, Okie, just checking. We're going to be able to profile one another. I think I'm fucked with the Astro van if it looks as if the condition of your mind kind of makes sense. Okie's got a gay brother too? Wow. Oh, who cares about the petition? Get out of here, John, you idiot. They need a petition to have you put to sleep. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Bye. Yeah, is anybody on here straight that likes the opposite sex? Where the hell are we at, Ann Arbor? No, I'm not a veteran, no. Oh, okay. I don't mind the gay thing. I've managed actually 2 estates for gay guys I was good friends with that died. I've been in gay bars, drag shows, all that shit. But I'll tell you, and I don't mind gay guys, but I'm telling you, if you think I'm going to go out to bars hanging around with 2 or 3 gay guys, it ain't happening. It doesn't interest me. I don't like all that high pitched fucking bullshit talk. I'd just rather like talk to a regular guy. It's not that I, bashing them or discriminate or anything like this, but somebody else can go out and hang around with them and go shopping and all that shit. It doesn't interest me. Yeah, remember that? There was some other kook on here a week ago that said that rawhide kills dogs. Well, I believe it kills them if they choke on it. But he was talking like the chemicals they make it with kill them. What a dumbass. Where do these people come from? You get so many experts on the internet. Everybody knows everything. It's nuts. Elaine, now I'm not saying this is you, but that's the old joke fag hag. Have you ever been accused of that? I can't think of a better way to describe it. Homosexual shopping buddy. I mean,
My sister's gay. Who cares, Mary? Get lost. Yeah, you're right, Zach. Oh, Carrie, that's nothing to brag about. Oh, thanks, Charlie. Who are you talking about, Ronnie? Ronnie, who are you talking about? Who's Ronnie talking about? Giselle, what happened to Jim? Oh, thank you, Charles. Hey, Jimmy. I've never seen such fine snow. This snow looks like snow, like it looks like salt out of a salt shaker. This is such bullshit. What's that, Erica? Oh, thanks, Dr. Atmosphere. Yeah, appreciate it. West Branch, Michigan, Charlie. Oh, that's cool. Hey, June, how you doing? How's it going? Man, I could go for a piece of pizza now. Yeah, I do sometimes talking. Yep. Yeah, I believe that, Pap Smear. Yep, I believe that. Detroit's great. No, they haven't, Tweety. They have not. I don't think I'm going to get one. I should have got that by now. Any type. Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, I do once in a while, but not much. Oh, did you, Carrie? That's good. Oh, when are you expecting, Brina? Thanks, Charlie. Take it easy. I don't think that they might not be doing that anymore, Tweety. Yeah, that's a tough one, pizza. We got a place in St. Helen. It's called the Angry Oven. They just opened not long ago. They have great pizza. California Pizza Kitchen's good. It's hard to get good pizza. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, MS, there's a lot of theories on that. I got a buddy of mine, it's a doctor, Dio, and he thinks chemical exposure can cause it. Yeah, it's not as hard as it used to be, Zach. I don't have one. I just do it. Oh, congratulations. You're right, Pap Smear. You're right. Florida, plywood or water or gas. You think it is, yeah? Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, okay. I thought they just sent it to me. They got more stuff like that on YouTube. Probably. I don't think I handle stress any good. Not at all. My mom didn't either. I think it's genetic. I go like absolutely batshit crazy over the stupidest stuff. It can, Jim, yeah. Yeah, we do. We have open carry here at Deadlock. Good night, Ronnie. Yeah, I like thin crust, yep. Boy, Dee Dee, I'm thinking about that Tunica. That is really something. That place all died. Yeah, I wish mine would go away. Seriously, Virginia, you can buy a million kinds of pizza ovens, though. Countertop. Yeah, right, Brianna, yep. Oh, okay, sweetie. Good night, Ronnie. Oh, Brianna, yeah, they're a bitch. That's the cousin to depression, Giselle. Panic attacks. Well, I think there are probably degrees, but I think a panic attack where you feel like you can't breathe, the world's coming to an end, you can't function, you like get in a fetal position, you're in a building, you can't stand being in it, but you don't want to leave. All sorts of crazy shit. Yeah, me too. No kidding, Dee. I would not believe it. You're right. Huh. That's true, Denise. Yep, you're right. Yeah, I think migraines are tough. I agree. Disabling.